Welcome back to my workshop. Today I'm going to show you a cheap and very effective method of lighting your workbench. Let's see what happens. So, even now with my new LED lights, these ones, the workshop is very bright, but sometimes the bench can be a bit darker. And with my failing eyes as well, I need a bit more light on the bench. So what I'm going to do is I put one of these panels, which is the same as the panels I use there, which are 600 by 600 panel lamps, LED. I got this from Amazon. I bought 2 units and it cost me £25, including delivery. And basically all you get is an LED panel. Now these ones are slightly thicker than my original units and they got a metal back. I might be able to use that. Basically all it does, it comes with a transformer already fitted and 2 wires. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to wire this up and then somehow have it above my workbench. So let's do that. So to wire it up, what I'm going to do is remove the transformer here, move this back out of the way. Then what I'm going to do is use this, an old power lead. Can't even see me here. It's an old power lead off of something I've thrown away. It's just got this normal connection, 240 volts. And all I'm going to do is use this wire. So literally cut that off. So all I need for this is my transformer, my power lead that I've now cut off. I need a pair of wire strippers, a pair of sidecars, and a soldering iron. This one's hot. Okay. These ends on the transformer have already been tinned, so that means they've got a little bit of solder on already, so that's good. We like that. Now my power lead, all I have to do is get a new pair of sidecars because these ones are getting quite old. Strip them back. Okay, then at this stage, a twist. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put heat shrink over them in the end. So this is heat shrink, it's just a sleeve, and what you do is you put it over the wire, and once you've finished you heat it up and it shrinks to give it some protection. So I probably need about that much, about 50 mil. Cut that off. Put that over the wire so it covers the wire and move it right out of the way so it doesn't get warm until you want it to. Then these 2 ends, what I need to do is now tin those. So just leave that like that. Let's move this out of the way because that's a bit confusing. Okay. So I need my soldering iron, and of course my glasses. So quickly solder these. Tin, tin. So they're both tinned. Now on the transformer, so we've done that for a minute, on a transformer. There's enough of a lead here. I also want individual heat shrink on those, so I've got a slightly thinner heat shrink here. This one's slightly thinner. Okay, put that sleeve on that one, that sleeve on that one. Okay, make sure that this end is not too close to where you're going to be soldering, because if this gets hot, it's going to shrink and then you're stuck. You can't do anything with it. Okay, so that's those two. Now all I need to do is solder them together, which shouldn't be that difficult. Okay. I'm sure you know, if you know how to solder, this is probably quite easy. So it's soldered. That's that soldered. Now obviously if you can't solder or you don't have a soldering iron, what you can do is use some chocolate block clips or chocolate block joints. I prefer solder, I must admit. Okay, slide over your heat shrink. Then you can either heat these with the soldering iron or you can use a hot air gun. So let's use a hot air gun. Okay, so now I've got my join. I've got my first layer of heat shrink over the top. Make sure that this other piece of heat shrink is far enough away that it doesn't shrink or doesn't get hot. Then hot air gun, not too high, and then literally just shrink it into place. Okay, so this gives you this type of joint. Careful, because it's very hot. So each one of these wires is now individually insulated. Then slide your other piece of heat shrink over the top of everything, like this, and then shrink that. Okay, so that now gives you an insulated join onto your transformer, which connects to the LED, and on the other end you've got a plug. Right, let's move on to the next bit. So I guess the next bit is to try it and see if it works. I'm going to be laying the LED panel on here on the bench, so all I'm going to do is put some cloth down to protect the light. Okay, pick up the panel. Now they're quite robust, they're quite sturdy, but very light. Very light. Okay, so now I could just reconnect my LED. Okay, untangle my lead. Oh, I love self-tangling wires. Okay, LED panel, plug. Let's plug it in. Right, so when you're plugging in your light, don't forget, soldering irons get hot and they stay hot. So even though I turned it off, it was still hot. Right, my light's plugged in. All I've got to do is turn it on. Okay, that's now on, and here it is. Okay, obviously the camera is going to adjust for light levels, but this is now a panel that I can use for lighting anywhere I want to use it, but in this case I want to use it for above my bench. So it just so happens that when I was doing, oh, you can't see now, let's turn that off. Oh, that's better. It just so happens when I was doing my workshop a little while ago, I had a bit of a refurbishment in my workshop. I used some of these. Let me move you around. These magnetic strips, they're tall strips, and you just put screwdrivers, drill bits, clamps. Now I've got these fitted everywhere on my bench. So all I've got to do is take my panel, job done. How good is that? So let's plug it in. So you can obviously, depending on how you want to do it, you can put an inline switch onto the lead, which would probably be a good idea so you can access it easily. But with this one, this was just to show you how it works. So literally now I've got my panel, I can put it up here, and I've now got extra light on my workbench. So that's just a very quick video today. I hope you found some of that useful. You could obviously use these panels elsewhere. If I wanted to use it to light up a small room, or if I had to turn the electrics off to do anything, you can use one of these panels plugged into an extension lead and just use it like a lead light. Now, an idea would also be to make a wooden frame for this, so then you could have it a bit more protected because it's a little bit vulnerable. But as a solution, that's one. So 25 quid for two of these, an extension lead that didn't cost me anything because I was going to throw it away, and I've now got a lit bench. Okay, thanks very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video, hope you learned something, and please like and subscribe and come back for the next video. Thank you, bye. Some cheap solutions on how to work. It's going to be me showing you how to